Read, nigga! Read!
To be honest, this is like the fourth recording. I keep on recording and recording, but the mic is muted, the mic is not on, the mic has not been selected. Anyways, you'll get to hear me rant and talk about this, or read our book, or manhwa, or manga, or manhwa for the day. Anyways, welcome, Mosquito Otaku here, and today we'll be talking about Windbreaker. I am not talking about the high school fighting kids. Yes, this one we will have guys who are in high school, guys who are fighting, but I'm not talking about that one. This one is a fully sport, an interesting one. It is for who? Technically, it doesn't matter which genre you're used to. What usually matters is, do you like being entertained? This one is for those who like and want to be entertained. Let me tell you something, yeah? So look at it this way. You actually get time to start and do something that you are... Why the hell am I talking about that? You actually get to read something that's thrilling, saddening. It has romance inside. It has a lot of things that you personally didn't anticipate. We'll get to read the synopsis, but first we'll be having this caution. Yeah, the caution will be heavily focusing on language. Why am I talking about language? Because I'm here to talk shite about a lot of things. I'm here to talk shite about disaster unfolding. I'm here to talk about things that actually capture your attention to the point that you're like, wow, I did not see that coming. And I'm
tipsy like a boss. How pretty is your neighbor? Jiwangu Johnny Ben jana saba ilinibamba venye bana liben nilizubalia denda kizubi gang nilicheck nikacheck again and again. She's a 10 kama Eva kasipogeuzwa kataungua nikadi.
Here to talk about things that I will not censor. Hence, the caution that you see on the screen is not specifically only on the manhwa that we'll be reading. It's just a caution that at times we might not be safe. Anyways, I think we should begin, yeah? So at this point in time I was going to Google. I was actually beginning to tell you about J. Who the hell is J? Why did I say J? Why are we talking about J? We have our protagonist. Yeah, I'll get to understand what the protagonist means. So J technically is a high school student, final year. So basically this is the year that you get to choose which college, university you'll be going, what you will be doing. And for him, since he's the straight A student president in the said school, I tell you, I've not mastered the name of the school that this guy is go to. So he's that perfect student, but loves biking. He's so good at biking simply because of his uncle. I'll not tell you what his uncle did because I'm keeping it to no spoilers, but as we move along and start making reviews, that's when the spoilers will come in. So his uncle made him love biking, but they couldn't ride together. Anyways, he's a straight A student, loves biking. So why does he ride? Usually ride to like blow some steam, to relax the stress and the heavy burdens that he's carrying in matters regards to his parents, because the parents are strict. The parents are doctors, and the parents want their son to be successful young man, and they also want him to set a good role model for his little brother. But who is our guy Jay? Jay just keeps on surprising us as we keep moving along. Yeah, so technically this is Jay, the guy who got to be with this amazing girl, to be his girlfriend. But that's something that you get to understand in the future. And each and every guy in the crew, I don't think there's one person who never got a girl. Kind of reminds me of that meme. Yeah, like, are we together because we're getting bitches? Anyways, this is him getting to ride his bike. Really skilled guy. He's been riding the bike like it's an extension of his own arm, and there's nothing as interesting and as cool as that, because he's cool like that. I kid you not, he's cool like that. The way he has skills, he skids, he drifts, he jumps. At this point I was going to like read the synopsis for Windbreaker, and this is what we actually got to read here. Jay is the perfect student. He's a straight A student. He's the student body president, but after being coerced into joining the school biking team, the Hummingbird crew, he drifts over to a new world outside of the studying. So basically this is an adventure surrounding Jay, who is our main character. But while you keep on reading and moving along, you get to ask yourself and get to wonder, who's the main character? Because the side characters, each and every side character here, Jay, although this picture depicts him badly, this is Shelly, this is our guy, I'm not going to give you the name, this is our guy Minu, this is a tough guy, man. There's also another guy who's in the Hummingbird. This is technically the Hummingbird crew. There's also another guy who actually helps in the store where they go fix their bikes. Cool guy. So the team crew technically has 6 guys, and they enter into a biking competition to win the prize money. The way they got to actually start to race to win the prize money is something else on its own, because how do you expect strangers, especially Jay, the introverted guy, yeah, to be convinced to start riding with like 5 other different people, or let's say 4 other different people who he's not been interacting with simply because he has to study, work hard, and get to a good school, then be a well-renowned doctor. That's the plan that the mother had for him. And I think I'm giving out too much spoilers. Move along. Anyways, let's go back to this guy, our main protagonist, the skilled master. He rides to relieve stress. He rides fast, as you can see. Even if you have your whatever, you get to experience him. Like, see, oh baby, oh baby, I think they were making out, then all of a sudden they get surprised. Anyways, you get to experience just something interesting while you're reading this. It's eye-catching. As you start, the the art isn't quite good, but it gets better while you're reading it, by the way. That's another strong point that I should add to you guys. Yeah, the fact that all the guys in the crew get to be having girls or get to be in a boy-girl relationship is something that's interesting that you didn't get to understand. But to be honest, it's funny how the bird was laughing at the lovers after they were being disturbed while it was running away. So like I told you, this guy is our bookworm, yeah. As you saw, it's just study, work hard, go home, work from home, whatever. That's his life. So after guys saw him riding the previous images that you saw this guy Minu here. This is Minu's sister. I think Minu is the elder brother, but they are twins, yeah. So they got to like wanted to invite him, but he actually declined, as you can see in the next image. But they actually managed to invite him for the race, and mind you, it went crazy. It's not something you expected. It's not something that you see. It was just wow. That's how it is. That's how they portrayed it. That's how the main, why am I saying the main? That's how it is. That's how it just is, to be honest with you. Yeah, the brother will humble you. That's the thing. They always humble you, whether you like it or not. So even if you think you're hot stuff, yeah. So over here he was invited. He said he wasn't interested, but he was coerced later on. Then there was a race. So the race was between TJ and our guy Jay. Why? TJ got a bike. Before we get to TJ, this guy here really likes Minu's sister. Why? Backstory tells us everything about that. Tells us why he loves her, and tells us more about the vice student president. The back stories tell us more about that and how it goes. His backstory is something else. The fact that his father is a big drug lord is just something on a new level. And the way he actually got his bike, you'll get to start laughing like nobody's business, because it was cool. And he likes shoes. Like, this is the guy who has each and every different types of sneakers. So this is the race between TJ and Jane. TJ was kind of mischievous, you will see, but Jay overcame every obstacle. The reason why it got here, I think I was moving very fast. So the cog dropped, then they started. So here TJ got a head start simply because he had a good bike, but having a head start doesn't mean that you're faster. It actually means that the bike helped you out. But when it comes to corners, Nini, that's when the skill comes in. That's why you're going to see what's going to happen. As you can see, TJ hit the cone, opening the road for cars to enter using these lanes. So this car came in, was about to hit Jay. Jay did what? Jumped on top of the bike, not the car. So he jumped on top of the car with the bike, kind of like how the X Games guys do it, the riders, yeah. He jumped on the X Games, the car's bonnet, then went to the rooftop, then fell on the other side. He didn't fall, he actually landed, yeah. So after that happened, as you can see, these guys were dumbfounded. They didn't expect or see what was coming. Hence, after he showed off that skill, they got to move ahead. Like I told you, dumbfounded. Skill. He landed, then overtook. After overtaking him, it was just banter, because the way Jay is moving, it's just something that these guys had never seen. So this is where Jay actually bantered TJ, because TJ initially had bantered him while the race was starting. It's just that I didn't show it over here. It gets more and more interesting. The fact that he was bantered, they were moving down the hill, he didn't slow down, he just drifted, touched the fence with the shoes, then went ahead to finish the race. TJ, on the other hand, couldn't perform such kind of a skill, so he ended up hitting the brakes, hitting the fence, almost getting heavy injuries. But Jay won through the helmet and voila. I don't want to talk about how Jay got into a fight and then he got into this situation where he was being carried home by these two guys, but I'll tell you this: the way things unfold in this manhwa is just so interesting. You should not, and I repeat, you should not still be listening to me. But if you got here, it means that you actually enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.